Hey folks, welcome to the Evil Dungeon Master YouTube channel. We're going to be starting a new series here on the channel. It's going to be solo Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I'm going to show you that in the Advanced Dungeons and Dragons guide that you actually can design a map and roleplay solo here without anything. And this was well before anything like the Mythic Game Master emulator or anything. You could have just picked this up and started using this and rolling through it. So today we're going to use this, and then we're going to make up our party. And we have our monster manual here, our AD&D player's handbook right here below. I'm going to use that to write on because I don't think I could write on this mat. It's going to make holes and stuff. But this is what the hexes I'm going to use because it's going to be kind of like a hex crawl thing. And the other, oh, I don't have it with me, but when we go into hexes, I'll have another map with a giant hex with smaller hexes. Decided that each individual hex, you can see that, yeah. Each individual hex is going to be 30 miles. 30 miles to a hex, and when you get inside of it, each little hex is going to be 5. So I'm going by not exactly AD&D rules, but I'm going more so on the when Roman soldiers marched through the lands, they did 5 to 15 miles per day. And a regular, steady, slow pace going through terrain that's heavy is like 5. And if they wanted to pick it up, they go about 15 miles a day if they're going, forced march. So I'm going to kind of go with those rules. If you want to point out better rules for me, that's fine. I'm open to any subjective rules that you want to do, but I'm going to try to follow things. But if we go to page 173 here in the DM's guide, we actually do have, we do have some rules for generating solo play. So for solo play, the random dungeon generating system is easily adaptable to solitary play. Locate the entrance to a dungeon and then select one of the random dungeon areas given here, locating in the middle of a graph paper. So it'll go by how you can do that, but now it also has rules about wilderness terrain that the dungeon master can use by rolling randomly when their players are going through a hex crawling. Now you could do it ahead of time, and I'm going to do the map ahead of time with you here today. And basically here is our chart that we're going to use. I'm going to get that in focus for you. And you've probably seen that chart. I don't know if I could zoom in at all, but it probably can zoom in, but I'm just not sure how to do it through OBS. But anyway, this is what we're going to use. And I'm not going to fill out this entire hex area. In fact, give me 1 second. There we go. That's a little bit better. My camera wouldn't let me zoom in too much, but I got as much as possible here for so you can see. So I got my chart over here. I'm going to have my dice rolls over here. If this gets a little too clacky and annoying, I'll start rolling on the pad here. I'm not sure how it comes out. But anyway, we're just going to take a small piece of this, and we're going to figure out that little area. And then as we grow, we could start expanding. So I'm thinking... want that book to fall. I'm thinking maybe starting right here and ending maybe right here. So we'll do a small, you see that? Yeah. So kind of our square is going to be here. All right. Let's get this done. I don't have the straightest hands here, but I'm going to at least try. So you get an idea. This is the area we're going to be working with. It's going to be a small area. That's why it's 30 miles. And as you can see, we'll start there. And we'll just say that we're going to start from this hex right here. And we'll just call this the grassy lands or grasslands. Can you see that? Yeah, you can. And when you do that, or plains pretty much is what they call grasslands. But when you roll on the chart for plains, you see plains, and then you have to go to the plains, and then what you roll depending on. Let's see how this dice thing sounds. It's okay, not that bad. So a 6 moving into the next plane would give us a 1 to 11 shot, which is more plains, obviously. So we'll say that it was right here. We got more plains. Now from here, we're going to go to this little square. I mean, this little hex right here. I'll use the red die. It'll be easier to see that. That's a 4. That's more plains. Now we go here. See what that one is. That's a 10. That's more grassy plains. Now, obviously, plains can mean tundra, steppe, savanna, prairie, heath, moor, downs, or meadow. We're probably just going to stick with the normal ones that they have listed here. Okay, so then we can go here and see what that one gives us. That gives us a 13, so that gives us a forest. So we got a forest right here. And there was a 1 in 10 chance that it includes some hills. So let's just write our little broccoli stalks here so we have them in. And we got a 1 in 10 chance that this could be some hills. Let's see if we get that. We do not, because that's an 8. So it's just a forest. Now, this is where we have a little influence over where the next hex could be. Now, I could come at it from the forest or the trees or the woods area or the grass plains area. I'm going to try something different, go from the forest area, see if we can establish a little bit of a foresty area for us. So now that we're in the forest, we're going to look down this chart right here. And then we're going to look over to the left to see, depending on what we roll. Get our 10 side out of the way. We got a 3. So it looks like we got scrubs. I don't know the symbol for scrubs offhand. So I'm just going to put scrubs. And I'll look that up later on and erase that and put it as. Now, from here, I can go scrubs, 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 or forest or grasslands. I'm going to go here, and I'm going to see what the scrubs give me. Come on, scrubs. What do you got for me? A 12. More? Nope. Oh, it's a forest. Look at that. And I was going to go for a forest anyway. So, get our broccoli stalks in there. So we got a little bit of a forestry thing going here. Now, 1 in 10 chance there's going to be some hills in there. No, no hills. Sounds like it's going to start raining again here. So if you do start hearing that, sorry about that, folks. So we're going to go from here. We're going to go continue with our forest to see what we get. 13. That's going to give us more forest. Oh, so we got a good deal of forest here in this area. 1 in 10 chance again. 6? No. Okay, so let's move to this hex. We're going to go with the forest again. See what we get. We got an 8. Is that something different? Forest. Nah, it's just more forest. So we got foresty here. We can say this is one big giant forest patch over here. We can name it something too. 1 in 10 chance of hills, yet again. Nah, no hills. So here, we'll go with the forest again. And we got a 15. That gives us a rough, which is Badlands. So we're just going to put rough. I don't know what the symbol for rough is. I'm not a major hex person, so either I can go grasslands, scrubs, or rough. I'm going to go rough since that's something a little bit different. See what we get there. A 19. Ooh, a pond. So we get like a pond here. But I get to choose. I'm going to call this a lake. So from the lake, we can go here or here. I'm going to go here because that makes a little more sense to me. And we're going to see what we get. And looks like we got... I can't tell what that is. Oh, that must be a 1 or a 20. I don't know. Oh, it's a 20. Okay. So, oh, that's right. Since we came from the rough, this is kind of like a rough lake area. Because lake doesn't have its own thing. You look under the rough again, get a 20. We got a depression. Huh. So there is basically a, I want to say a gorge here. Maybe we're going to put a gorge here or something like that. We're just going to put depression. There's some type of gorge here. We can name that too. That's separating. It's kind of like a drop off. Near a lake. That's kind of interesting. Maybe there's a waterfall going down here? Who knows? Kind of interesting how that works. All right, we'll do it again. Here will be grasslands. And wow, rolling. Oh, that's a 4. So 4, that's another grasslands. That's fine. We knew that was going to happen. Let's go for the... I don't think depression has anything, so this would be rough. Let's go for rough over here and see what we get. 16. That gives us... Oh, mountains. Oh, that makes great sense. Oh, I like that. The symbol of mountains, you know, kind of look like somebody flipping you off. That means this could be maybe running through here and running down into the lake, because we always know that water runs down hills. And for mountains, I don't know if you can see that. Mountains, there we go. There is a 1 in 20 chance that it'll have a pass which leads through the range. Okay. 1 in 20. Here we go. Oh, a 1. Yeah. Okay. So there is some type of road or passageway that maybe goes up this way. We'll leave it like this. Some type of passageway. Maybe it goes both ways. I don't know. But we'll go from the mountains up to here, which you can't see me because the pencil's in there. We'll go up to here next and see what we got under mountains, which we're rolling under this table right here. That's a 16 under mountains, which gives us more mountains. Okay, so I'm not the best artist here, folks, so I apologize. But there's a 1 in 20 chance that there's going to be a passageway through there. No, there's not, so we're good. More mountains. So we can go here with a rough, or here with the mountains, or here with the mountains. Let's go for more mountains. A 10. Mountains, mountains, mountains. That gives us hills. Oh, okay. So hills are right here. And with hills, there is a 1 in 10 chance that there'll be a forest there. All right. Let's see what we get with that. 4. So there's no forest in there. So we got kind of a lake rough area over here with some scrubs with a big forest. Let's go here with hills. Let's see what hills has. Yeah, hills has its own chart. Perfect. Let's go there with hills. And we got a natural 20. I'm probably going to get rid of that, guys. It's too many 20s. We're hills, right? Yeah, 20. Depression. Depression. So there's another, like, gorge or valley or something up there. Interesting. And with a depression, no, there's nothing special about that. It's just a hilly depression. It's a depressed hill. It doesn't have its own chart. So we can go forest or rough. I'm going to go forest. I want a little more foresty. A 4. Forest. That means it's scrubs. Interesting. This is really turning into a random thing. Forest up that way. That's an 8. That's going to give us more forest. Okay, so we got little foresties up here. There's a 1 in 10 chance that there's going to be some hills there. Let's check that one out. A 5, so there's no hills there. So now we got a rough scrub. Rough. We got scrubs. We got a rough depression here. We got mountains or hills over here. Let's go back here. Go to mountains. See what mountains give us. I'm all mountains. A 10. That gives us hills. So we don't really have a many mountains here, but it does separate hills to 1 in 10 chance for a forest. Maybe we'll finally get our chance here and get the 1 in 10 chance. We did! Haha! So there's a little bit of forest in these hills, There are broccoli stalks in there. Alright, so this one can either be, since we were doing hills, this could be hills or this can be a rough. Let's go for hills. We don't have too many of those. A 12. In hills, that's a 12. That gives us more hills. Okay. So we have a possibility of more forest in the hills. Now, And we have one more square here, one more hex here, which we can do hills or scrubs. I'm going to go with the scrubs, this option. See what we get there for scrubs. That's a 17. Mountains. Interesting. We got mountains right here on the very edge. We'll make a big mountain out of that one. And there is a, 1 in 20 chance it has a pass. We'll see if we get that 1. No. All right, so now what we need to do, since we're done with that, and we're at 15 minutes, so we still got plenty of time here, is now we have to check each space for a possibility of inhabitation. Use random numbers from 0 to 100 for that, so we will be rolling this a whole bunch of times. Now, when I first start, what I'm going to do, and let me put this book down for a moment here and explain, is I'm going to use the module that I found online. It's a little starter module, the Whispering Church. You may have heard of it. I'm going to use that as our base of whenever a town I roll up, it's going to be right outside of there. That's going to be our first dungeon, so to speak, to go to. We may die, we may not die, who knows. Should be a fun experience, though. But as we move across this map, we're going to, obviously look to see which way we're going to get lost or whatever. And there's direction travel in here and running into random encounters. Then we'll have to do the random encounter chart because we need a random encounter chart for this. It'll be a pretty big lead up. And then our characters, we're going to roll to see how many characters we get. I believe that when you run into random parties, I believe there's a rule here that says it's 1d4 plus 1. So I'm thinking I'm going to roll 1d4 plus 1. That's how many characters I'm going to have. Or what I may do, since we're going to have hirelings, more than likely, unless we have a full party. I was thinking about going the Cavalier route and having him searching for a new place to settle down and become a lord. He's a knight. He's branched out. He wants to go find his own place, and he wants to prove himself. It's going to be one of those things, so he can have some hirelings that are going to be with him, and that way I don't have to worry about too much about morale, because I hate those rules. But let's see what we get for settlement-wise, and we got to roll percentile for that, so let's see here. So basically, with this, 17 and under, it's 17 and under. You get that? Yeah, come on, focus. There we go. 17 and under is something that's going to be in that area. Anything above that means it's just going to be a random whatever it is. So, to get this done, I'm going to roll a 10-sided die, this 10-sided die right here. And anytime I get on a 10, I'll roll the other one. And that'll be for whatever hex we're into. And as we'll start from right down here. A 10, okay, right off the bat. An 11, okay, so an 11 is a city. All right, so we got a city on this one. I'm gonna put an 11 there for city. That actually I like that. And we'll go here. Actually, that's not really a full hex, so we won't really go there. We'll go to the full hexes. Do we worry about something in this area here? Yeah, I'm sure we should. I roll both dice. 95. I just meant to roll 1. Going here, and then there. Oh, there we go. A 10. And come on, good number. 5. A ruins. So we got ruins up here. Then we roll percentile again to see what the ruins are. It could be a village, a city, a shrine, or a tomb. A tomb. I said a tome, didn't I? 75. It is a shrine. So we don't know what's in that shrine up there, so we'll have to figure that out. Okay, so we did up that way. That's a half. Let's do right here. That could possibly be something. A 2. A single dwelling. So there's basically just some type of like house here or a hut. Interesting. Single dwelling right here. All right. Now in them there hills. A 4. This depression. Don't tell me another hut. Okay. You know, I'll do this anyway. It's a 2. In the scrubs, what do we got in the scrubs? Nothing. In the rough, nothing. In the lake area, nothing. That's our city. The little foresty area, nothing. That's a 1. We'll put something there. A 7. That is, oh, uninhabited. Oh well. Scrubs. I'm going to do this dice. 8. Grasslands. 9. 10. 13. Ooh, we got a castle. So that's kind of interesting. Let's put a little castle symbol here. Now for that... Oh, I forgot to roll for that. Oh well, I'll do that in a second. The castle, there is a chart. Where is that chart? It usually tells you what is inhabited or is abandoned or something. We'll get back to that in a minute because we're almost done here. This little area right here, a 4, 6, 00, a 4. That's another castle. All right, this is interesting. We got 2 castles. I mean, it doesn't have to be a castle, but it can be anything. Let's see, castles. We don't know. And then this last space here, 8. Okay, so we got a major city right here. We got a single dwelling, which is 1 to 12 people living there. We got 4. So it's a family, so 4 pop. The city is basically 10 to 60,000. So we'll just roll a d6 for that. 30,000 pop, 30k pop, and the shrine. Does the shrine have anything? Shrine. No, it doesn't. Doesn't. See Castle's Appendix C. Okay, there it is. Dummy. 182. Castles. 182. Okay. All right. So this one will tell us what the size of the castle exactly is and who is in there. And I'm going to leave it kind of... I'm going to roll to see what type of castle it is, and I'm going to roll here. But I'm not going to roll... maybe I probably should roll this, where it tells you what is... I don't know. I want to kind of leave it up to surprise, but I'm definitely going to roll how big the castle is. Because this will be interest. This will be my guy's interest, so... We got a 66, which is a medium walled castle with a keep. Interesting. I didn't see which one that was. I'll just say it's this one. So then we got a little keep here. And we'll just do walled castle. And who's inhabited? Is this deserted or does people live here? 100. Ooh. Castle inhabitants is large. Wait. Character types. Roll on the appropriate outdoor chart. No. What's character types? Oh, character types would be the subclass table. Let's re-roll that one, because I don't want that. I want something a little bit different. I guess we have to... We got a 66 here. It's a medium walled castle with a keep. I thought you would do the inhabitants. Yeah, it's the first time I'm really doing this, like actually following the book for once. Humans means human. It doesn't say what character types are in there. 59 humans. So there are humans in this castle up here. So there is someone up here. Well, we don't need to know what's down there, but this castle right here, we'll use this table again. 52. Oh, I see. Okay, now I know what I'm doing wrong. But that other one was right. Okay, so first we roll there. We got a 52. Medium castle with wall and a keep. Keep there. Walled. Then we go to the medium castle and we roll percentile again. A 2. Totally deserted. Okay. We got that out of the way. Now we can do the map a little bit proper. Maybe I'll do off camera. I'll move it over a little bit and fill in these. Tell me what you think. This is a pretty good start, I think, so far. About 30 minutes doing this. It's pretty fun. I like doing this how it's random. It's kind of an idea flowing here. Maybe this city has a road that travels through here into the mountains and out this way into a new land. I don't know. Maybe they just go through the mountains to a new land. There is water that falls down through the depression into the lake. The scrubs will have to figure that out. There's a single family, I would say a family of 4 that lives here. Maybe it's druids. I'm not sure. And there's a shrine here, which we have to figure out what the shrine is. Maybe it's a shrine to a god or a goddess of the world. We'll pull out the Greyhawk book and we'll take a look through that and figure out what that is. With that said, I'm going to head out. Keep it original. Keep it old school. Don't forget, no drama, no clickbait, just all gaming here on this channel. Good night and God bless.
Don't ever laugh as the hearse goes by, for you may be the next to die. They wrap you up in a big white sheet, from your head down to your feet. They put you in